Yes, people, I'm emotionally drained at the moment. Today, I hit a wall. I had a little bit of a, wonky moment on my podcast, Menace to Sobriety. Something really triggered me. Sorry if I seem like, I'm just like, something really triggered like a bit of an emotional breakdown. I just cried a lot on the podcast. I feel drained, but I feel good, like a weight's lifted. But this stuff ultimately is really hard work, man. It was the strangest thing. We were just talking about how leaving alcohol behind is like losing a mate, like a really close pal that's comforted you when you needed it. A friend that you turn to celebrate all the good times with. A friend that was there for you when times got bad, a friend that brought you and your other friends together, a friend that helped you forget things when you couldn't find the answers, a proper pal. And going sober, it's like that pal that you don't have. I mean, it's making me choke up now and it feels so pathetic, but it makes me upset because I realise how much I needed it and how vulnerable I feel now without it. And sobriety is so raw and painful. There's no hiding from your feelings or the shame and regrets because you've got nothing to use to hide. Do you know what I mean? And I think I got upset because I realised I'm going to have to feel an element of loss and grief forever. They were good times and they're not coming back, and it's going to be constant work. I also think I've been keeping really busy, hiding behind my work and fitness, being obsessed with other things, and not working on myself. Like Dave today, Sober Dave, the guest, he said that sometimes we need to stop people pleasing and trying to help everyone else for a bit and really work on ourselves. And I'm feeling tired, man. This sobriety is hard, but the alternative to it is even harder. And I really think that this work I'm doing with this podcast, Menace to Sobriety, really feels important because I feel like what I'm experiencing now, 150 days, 4 months on, life without the sesh, life without the blowouts, what I'm experiencing now, it seems so scary to people that are in the mix of it. What I'm going through now can seem boring or worrying, not having anything there to use to soothe and cope. But ultimately, this life is better. I feel better and happier and like I'm living and I'm present. But having an unhealthy relationship with drink and drugs is not your life. It doesn't have to be, You have a choice. It's simply an addiction. Whether you're using it at the weekends or every day, it's simply an overriding feeling, hard to ignore. It's a habit. It takes work to break it and to sustain it. But in time, the benefits and the way your life improves makes it easier to stick to. It seems like a no-brainer for me to stay sober now because it's apart from how raw and how your clarity for everything makes how you feel really raw. Apart from actually dealing with your problems and your issues and what you've done in the past and how you feel and stuff that brought you to use alcohol and drugs as a coping mechanism, apart from that pain that you've got to deal with, life is tenfold better, And I just feel like I want to keep doing this work to help people that are stuck in a limbo of drinking and then being fucked and hungover and then drinking to feel better. I want to use this to help people see that what's next, what's outside of that is actually okay. But I just wanted to come on and say, when you hit a wall like this, it's okay, do you know what I mean, to stop, think about yourself for a little while, take a bit of time off, and relax, and realise that you can't keep putting on a front that everything's all right, and you can't just keep yourself busy and keep doing stuff and think that bits of progression means everything's all right. We all are going through something. We're all dealing with something or suppressing something. And every now and then you've just got to take a little look inside, address it, have a little fucking cry and work out what you've got to do to move forward and better it. I hope that made sense. I don't know why I wanted to just... I do know why, because it's true. Talking about this shit makes you feel better, and sharing it is the only benefit to going through it. It might help one person out there. Hope that made sense. Cheers. Menace to Sobriety, my podcast. I'm putting a lot of work into it. If anyone's struggling, go and check it out.